We are here again on some more Path of Titans. I am playing as the big bird here. This beautiful, beautiful big bird. Oh, I love how this big bird... It's like the galley and the theory from the Isles mixed together, and I love it. But I want to show you guys what's new. So they have already collision, and they already have, I guess you could say, alt turning, which is awesome. Obviously, it's a little different. So for how to do it, you hold down X, and you can do it. For me, I've already changed it over to be my right click. Since there's your left click is your attack, your right click is your turning. You can turn in place now. And you can back up. You can strafe side to side. You can kind of mix them. This is obviously slower than just turning in place, but you can actually turn however you want to turn. So this is awesome. And for the best part now, bam, a mini map. We have a mini map. This is so awesome. So they have a big map that I'll pull up right now and kind of show it. They have it on their Discord, and I'll have it on my Discord as well. So you can always get it, download it, and have it for yourself. Or, like I said, just go over to the Discord and just use it whenever you want. I'm going to make my own map. So I'm going to take this map and I'm going to put a legend on it and try to find all this stuff right here. So now with the new quest, this is one of the biggest new quests. You got to find acorns, these things, and there's 3 types of mushrooms now, and the tiger nuts. So it's 3 different types of seeds, I guess, or nuts and mushrooms. So there is a bunch now, and they are very scattered. But I think over here, I'm at what is it called? Traveler's Basin? I think it's Traveler's Basin. There's me some food. I need to eat. As you can see, my food icon is pretty low. But right over here, there is a bunch of these mushrooms. These mushrooms are like the hardest to find now. So I'm chilling around here collecting these. There's a big amount right here, and they are kind of hard to find. And there's also these button mushrooms over here. I'm going to pull up the images of every single one. I went ahead and I found everything you need to find. There's also roots. I'll pull up a picture of roots as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a picture of all of them and display them right now. So now that I've shown all of them, I'm going to talk a little bit more about each one. First off is the acorn. Obviously this one is going to be the absolute easiest to find. You will find acorn everywhere. They are abundant. They are the easiest ones to find. So if you look at my little mini map right now, I'm going to run up here. So this dark area, any dark area like this, usually has acorns. Let me see if I can find a kind of better location. I don't want to move too far away from here, because I like this place just because of those mushrooms, which I will see. There we go. We departed Traveler's Basin. That's where I was earlier to find those mushrooms. But like right over here, you should see it on my mini map. I'm coming up on it. It is this big, thick, dark forest area. Let's go in here, and we should be, yes. You see, just like this, it should look like this. Kind of like, I don't want to say foresty, but like a small forest. Because you got the nice white trees, you got the dark ground, dark soil, just like on the mini-map. And if you just look around here, you will find acorns. Next up is the button mushrooms. As you can see, I found a lot of them. I was over here, right where I was looking for acorns. And these button mushrooms usually spawn near ponds and rivers. You see the pond over there? That direction where I'm looking, right over here. This is a pond and a river. You usually can find them around the area. Kind of in some little craters, kind of like this right here. Wouldn't call this a crater, but like a little valley, little dividend in the ground. You can finally find you can usually find them. You can also find them inside like grasslands, as long as it's near the rivers and water sources, usually where you can find all of these button mushrooms very easily. Next up are the lychees, however you want to pronounce them. They are harder to find, but usually you can find them in this type of terrain right here, where it's a dark orange and green. This type of terrain is where you can find them. As you can see, I have some right here. I got 3. Let me go ahead and eat them up because I'm still looking for some. And I got 3 out of 50 now. So in this type of... These are the trees you're looking for. These are the ones that are going to drop them. I think they also drop tiger nuts. I'm not entirely sure about those. But they're kind of the same in the sense that they are the harder ones to find, but they spawn in these type of areas. This type of terrain. So if you see this type of terrain, just look very closely. See, look, I found some more right up here. They could be hidden under shrubs. They could be, like, it is... So I have my foliage on low. Let's see what it looks like if I were to... Can I change it here? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Let's put it on epic and apply. I don't think it did too much. Let me look this way. And let's put it on low. Apply. Okay, yeah, it did quite a bit. So I can see a lot more with low. And so you're probably going to need to go low when going through these forests looking for these nuts. And the mushrooms are not too hard to spot, but the nuts are definitely a lot harder to spot just because they're like halfway in the ground already. We are back inside the Traveler's Basin, and it looked like I got more the button mushrooms to spawn. So right here, Traveler's Basin, at the end of it. Oh, okay, I've already completed the buttons. So if you can't eat it, that means you've completed it. I've already completed the button, so I can't do it. But so you got lychees, buttons, and what is it? Amathena? These mushrooms. These are the hardest ones for me. I've only found these in like 2 locations so far. I haven't explored the entire map, or else I probably would have found more. But so far, this is the biggest one with the most right here. Look at all them. The last mushroom is going to be the milk cap. So the milk caps are, I've already shown them. They're pretty cool looking. I actually like the way they look. And let me pull up a screenshot real quick. Here on the screenshot, I'm playing as the new one that they just released. I'm playing as the Strutto. I can't remember I don't know how to pronounce these dinosaurs' names. So you're going to have to bear with me on those. Maybe eventually I'll learn them, but for right now I don't. The little 3-horn. The recent little 3-horn that's been released. Kind of like the Diablo from, or the Dibble from the Isles. And you can see I have some of them there at a grassland crater. So those, yeah, they're spawned kind of weird. I haven't figured those out yet either. Just like the tiger nuts. Those two, I don't know. They are around though. Let me show off a couple of other screenshots that I have. Playing as just different dinosaurs. And just kind of looking for them in places that I found them. I'll find more later, and on my map that I'm going to do, I'll definitely be putting them on the legend to find them. And the last nut we're going to talk about is the tiger nut. So those, I don't really know how these spawn, but I did find them in the highlands and somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the screenshots. So far, I can't make a determined guess on where they spawn, like I do with the acorns and the lychees and the milk caps. Those I just don't know. But for now, at least I have these 2 markers, and if you're near there, you know, hey, this is what they look like. Last but not least are the roots. So I've only got the quest once to collect roots, and I've sat there and tried to get it again, and I have not been able to get roots again. But I do know it is a quest, and if you find them, they'll kind of highlight, like as if you can eat them. So I know they are a collectible item. Here are some screenshots. I find some in the highlands and elsewhere. kind of scattered. They're kind of just random. They're just on the floor, just kind of there. It doesn't seem like they really have a set spawn, like where they're going to be, or like what type of area they spawn in. They're just there. So I'm assuming they will be there too. So in the screenshots that I show, if you see it right there in that position, right there at that position, if you can match your map with the map that on my screenshot, you're going to find it right there. Okay, you're going to have to ignore the fog. But some stuff they have added are the way shrines, which they glow nice and green, as you can see in the screenshot right here. It's really nice. You can get there and you can invite somebody to come and they'll teleport there so you can bring your friend to you. It has a 30-minute cooldown, and after you use it, as in this screenshot, it's going to turn a beautiful, nice red. And then when you click on it, it's going to kind of like start slowly going up. And it's kind of like a cooldown timer. You'll get to see it, and it's really cool. Another thing, full collision. Like, look at this. Bam. I'm stuck right here. Can't hit this tree anymore. I'm stuck. I have to turn away to get away. Or I just start moving away. Sure, my head may go in a little bit. But that's because that's where... it's just the dino I'm playing. But the body gets stuck right there. I don't see anybody else. So I can show collision with people. And there is trample damage. I've already been killed when playing as the small dinosaur. I got ran over by my friends, and so there is trample damage. You can die just by trampling people, so you got to be careful. Another cool thing is, like on Beast of Bermuda, going uphill slows you down, and going downhill speeds you up. And this is, I guess, relative to the dinosaur you're playing. So let me go up. You can see I started going slower. I'm not going as fast as I was earlier. Yeah, see, I'm slowing down. But let me go back down now, and you can see how fast I can go. You can just see me picking up speed. Oh, I hit a rock. Let me try again. This place looks right to just do it. And I'm going to be a speedy bullet. You can just hear in the footsteps as well. Yeah, see, you hear that? Just how quickly I started running. In comparison. Another icon I need to talk about on here is this little icon right here. This is your attacking icon. If you can see, after you take a bite or an attack, you have a cooldown until you can take your next attack. So I'm spamming left click right now. There it is. I can't attack again. There I go. So it's more like a 4 or 5 second cooldown than the actual 3. So you're going to have to wait when in combat. Combat now is like immense. I guess because you're bobbing in and out more than just sitting there biting nonstop or going through people. Because now you collide with people and you run into them. So it's not as easy as just, oh, let me just get behind them and keep going. Because they can either alt turn on you or just back up. And if they're bigger than you, they're going to bump you out of the way and kind of trample you over a little bit. So you can get hurt being behind somebody. So in this time, I'm not going to be able to show off the combat. Just because I'm just kind of explaining what's new. But next time, I will definitely be showing off some combat. Ooh, I saw the little glow right there. Yes, let me eat them all. Because I got to get them. I will show off the combat next time and kind of how you interact with other dinosaurs. But like, you hit anything and you're stuck. If you can jump, great. Because you're a dinosaur that can just jump over your terrain. It's like if something's chasing me, I can just jump over that, and they may not be able to. Now they got to go around it. Or like the logs, kind of use them to my advantage. Jump around them. And use your momentum. Definitely use your momentum when hunting. Your stamina, it'll regain over time, but if you sit, it'll go by faster. And definitely if you sleep, boy, that stamina goes up very quickly. Your health will regain over time. I haven't really seen any stats or gone over anything of how quickly your health, how large your health, or damage yet. I need to do some more testing into that. But for right now, this is just kind of the what's kind of changed so far. And I personally love it.